So I'm going to leave the floor with Ma'am Sarmira. It's your turn, Ma'am. The floor is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Jonathan, I just wanted to check, okay lang ba ang aking audio and video before I'll share my presentation?
Yes, you are very beautiful in the...
All right.
Thank you so much.
Let me just share with you now my presentation. So medyo mabilisan ito, bang ang aking style ha, so that will then allow more time for us na i-entertain yung mga questions ng ating mga viewers this afternoon. So everybody, good afternoon sa inyo lahat. Hope you are all keeping well and healthy sa Sabadong ito. My God, I so admire all those people that have been here. Welcome po sa ating final round of our 2 days na webinar, Embracing the New Normal. Ayan, so well done to all of the people who are investing in themselves at this stage. I know it's the weekend, so you would prefer to be siguro manood ng Netflix at K-novela, di ba? But here you are, guys. So congratulations to all of you for being part of this afternoon session. Before we start, I just wanted to do some housekeeping rules po muna first, just to manage your expectations. So this webinar po is recorded and it will be available po dun sa PAM Academy's website soon. So there's no need for you to take photos of the slides. Para naman, makapag-focus na lang kayo dun sa aking presentation. Now, to ensure as well that we make the most of the webinar, we also invite those people who are joining us this afternoon to comment and post your questions doon sa Facebook Live, dito sa Zoom, and then we're going to look at the questions later on. So, if you're joining through Zoom, nandyan po yung ating Q&A chat box, and if you're joining through Facebook, nandyan po tayo sa comment section, okay? We're going to answer that later on at the end of the presentation. And then, of course, we've requested people who are joining us through Zoom to please mute your mic and tanggalin po natin ang video to ensure the quality of the recording. And lastly, I encourage everyone to please engage all throughout the presentation as I will be sharing quite a lot of information this afternoon. Right, let's move on. Hindi ko nababasahin yung binasa kanina ni Jonathan, sobrang haba na. But just a brief recap lang, which you couldn't find from that profile. I have 17 years of HR experience po in various industries at some point of my career. So I'm also an entrepreneur, kagaya na sabi ni Jonathan kanina, and I have co-founded few businesses that are still on the startup stage. I am also a financial literacy advocate and a community servant din po. And I am a mother of a 14-year-old prima donna bookworm. Mahilig kong magbasa ang aking anak. I am a friend, a sister, a daughter, a wife. In short, I am only human. So please pardon me if at some point of my presentation ay magkakamali po ako. Okay lang po yan. I'm more than happy to be corrected. Okay? So, kanina kasi I have asked Jonathan kasi I wanted to know more about the demographics of the people that are actually joining us this afternoon so that then we can get to know you more. So I think he has already run a survey earlier, and what he has shared with me so far is that majority of our viewers this afternoon is coming all the way from UAE. Yes, represented ang UAE dyan. And then majority naman sa atin ay mga blue collar jobs. We also have people from the tech and also yung ating mga executives. So welcome po. And then majority din sa ating mga viewers this afternoon is between 5 to 10 years ng OFW. My God, 'di ba ang tagal-tagal na? Ang tanong ko, kailan tayo uuwi sa Pilipinas? Ayan. And of course, we have people that are employed and unemployed. So yan po yung ating demographics who are attending this afternoon. Right. So, moving on. Doon sa ating, so nakita mo ko sa aking slide. So what I'm trying to share there is there are 2 sessions. Meron tayong turning point of your career and then a restart of your career. So we all have what we call life's journey, di ba? And in that journey, it includes our career, which plays a very critical role in our life, at least to most of us. At some stage in our life's journey, there will be some circumstances brought by either wrong choices in life or something external that's beyond our control. I have divided this talk into 2 parts. So ang one part po natin is for someone who may be at the turning point of their career. And at the other part of this talk is for people who may be at a restart of their career. So let's get down to the topic. Ang tanong ko, are you in a mid-career dilemma? Diba? Dilemma. Ano yon? Meron ka ba dun sa point na you kind of like you feel stuck. You don't know where to go. Yung parang ganon. Yung mid-career dilemma kasi is a crisis yan. Para din siyang midlife crisis na kinakaharap ng mga people who are working or who have a career. You feel like you're in a tunnel and there's no light at the end of it. You are not alone. Okay? Because a lot of people are going through this stage, and even myself, no, ako din, ay dumaan. I have experienced it as well. So there are also few reasons why you are experiencing this. It could be lack of satisfaction doon sa iyong role. You feel stuck. No? Everyone values different things. May mga iba na sa kanilang motivation will be promotion. Ang iba is salary. Ang iba is recognition. So your level of satisfaction at work is so different compared to others. Now, meron din tayong mga unexpected naman na mga changes and challenges sa buhay that could affect our choices or yung mga wrong career decisions natin. And then sometimes yung mga iba na overlook sa promotion, di ba? So napaglipasan na normally ang promotion between January to March. So you're hoping na mapopromote tapos hindi naman pala natuloy. So ganyan, nagkakaroon ka ngayon ng dilemma, ano kayang gagawin ko? And then yung iba naman burnout na. O di kaya, unfortunately, nagkaroon ng mga bad managers. So the experience they have at work is not really very good, hindi siya conducive. So it's very stressful para sa kanila. Now, you may have it all. May mga iba naman na, I don't have problems with at work. I'm so happy. But yung iyong passion and the interest is somewhere else. Hindi talaga yun ang gusto mong gawin. Ginagawa mo lang yung work mo because you wanted to earn money. Diba? Kasi you have bills to pay. And that's why you cannot take a lot of risk. Yan yung part na nabilong sa tinatawag nating mid-career dilemma. So the big question for you is, should you make that career move? If those of the things that I have run through one by one, may isang naka-check doon, my question is, are you planning ba to make a career move? Now ngayon, kung tatanungin mo ko kung i-advise ba kita na mag-career move, at this stage, my very direct, candid advice to you is, if you're currently working, you have a job, meron kang sweldo, the business you are in is currently stable, or di naman kaya ay may robust na financial backup, and you do not have a compelling reason, walang pinaka-strong reason for you to leave, then stay. Because this is not the right time for you to take risk. Alam naman natin ang sitwasyon. Okay? So I want you to ponder on that before I'll move on to the next slides. Should I make that career move? Na kung sinabi ko, doon sa circumstances na yon, ay meron ka naman, if possible, don't take that huge risk at this stage. Okay? Now, let's just say you have made that decision to turn your career around. Kasi turning point nga tayo ng inyong career. My other advice is, seek muna for alternative options. And what would that be? Mamaya i-discuss mo yan. Either seek for promotion, or you start a parallel career that you always wanted or enjoy. Ginawa ko po yan 4 years ago, and I'm going to share that with you, yung experience. So, ang bottom line ko pa din is, don't resign just yet. Explore these two options. So, ano yon? Unang option natin, seeking for promotion. Now, my advice to you is, when you are planning to seek for promotion, it is important that you go through a series of deep thinking. Anong ibig kong sabihin nun? Pagmuni-munihan mo muna. Make a self-assessment, okay? And prepare to ensure na yung iyong process is enjoyable for you instead of dreading that change, okay? Una, ano yon? Understand your why. Bakit mo kailangang mag-seek ng promotion? Okay? Why you are looking for a promotion? Is it because you wanted bigger salary or much better na package? Or gusto mo, you wanted to lead people because you wanted to see them grow and develop? Ano bang idea mo of success? Bakit promotion ang sinisik mo? Okay? Now, the second question na kailangan mo itanong sa sarili mo is, ano ba yung iyong career path? And ano ba ang proseso? Now, this is where your HR will come in. Bakit? Titingnan mo ngayon yung policy ninyo. Meron ba kayong clear career track? So, look at what is your career trajectory. So, if you are currently an admin, ano ba ang kailangan para ma-promote ako to supervisory? Paano ba mo lumipat sa kabilang department? So, kailangan mong i-identify yan. And then, align ba yung career trajectory na yan, yung promotion stages mo, align ba siya to your career aspiration, to what you really want to achieve. Okay, so itanong mo yan. And then the third one is, where do you invest your time ba? So doon sa pag-iintindi mo ng your career path, yung proseso, saan ba ako dapat mag-spend ng time para makuha ko yung promotion na yon? And how to get there? So, kailangan mo mag-perform ng gap analysis. Okay? So, yun yung kinakailangan natin na self-assessment kasi i-identify mo ngayon yan. The role that I wanted to aspire or yung role na ina-aspire ko that I wanted to achieve at ano ba ang aking current na skill set? Saan ba ako ngayon sa sitwasyon na yun? Gaano ba kalayo yan? Para realistic ang iyong expectation. Now, my third advice to you is know your stakeholders. A lot of us, ang mistake natin, hindi natin ito naiintindihan. What do I mean by stakeholders? They are the people that are responsible sa pagpapatakbo ng company. They are the people who could help you with your career. So, hanapin mo who could be your sponsors. So sa akin, when I was kasi I was very ambitious before, when I was still climbing up on my career, I then identified who are the people that I have to influence or I have to build relationships with, who could help me. Na ipupush ako doon sa aking manager or my manager will help me push yung aking promotion because they believe in me. They will support for my success. Sila yung iyong parang wingman. Okay? Then the fourth advice is, express your intention. Ito, isa din itong problema natin. Lalo na tayo, most of us who are Filipinos are quite reserved in terms of expressing our intention. Make it known. Speak with your manager about your career aspirations. So if you are doing a regular monthly one-to-one, or for example, you're doing your mid-year review, kasi ngayon mid-year review ngayon na season, it is a time now to actually express to them your interest of climbing up the ladder or expanding your responsibilities. Kasi hindi lang naman ang promotion is career ladder up eh. It could be lateral. So that means it could be additional responsibilities, new projects that will help you grow and acquire new skills. So make sure that you make your manager aware of that as well. Moving on tayo. Let's just say you've done what you needed to do and then it still did not work. Okay? Or you've realized that you're not aligned with the current role that you're actually performing. Or either you cannot get a promotion. Your manager have been very, very straightforward with you and said, I'm so sorry. Yes, I understand your aspirations, but based on your skill set and the availability of positions we have, we can only entertain that promotion in 2 years' time or next year. But we can work out on things that you can improve so that then you will be ready by that time. May mga ganun kasing issues, right? And then other one is you couldn't find any new role. And the last one is, kahit pa lahat ng yun na mga circumstances, ang pinaka-bottom line pa rin sa'yo is you have to meet your financial obligations. So kung natanong mo na lahat ng yan, pero meron pa rin akong babayaran still my advice to you is do not resign. What you're going to do is explore the second option, which is start a parallel career. Ano yung parallel career? 1, know your strengths. Okay? Ang parallel career kasi is you're currently a full-time employee but you're also doing side hustles. Okay? Ano yung mga yon? In the UAE, kung sino man yung based sa UAE, there's always, meron tayong NOC. So people who are actually being sponsored by their companies now can still find alternative jobs if their company will give them an NOC. May mga iba naman din, they would prefer to have freelancer visa so then they are free to take on different jobs. So may mga iba, they have side hustles outside work and that's fine. Now, as long as your company is aware of that and you are being transparent, then you can do that. Those are things that you are really passionate about that you wanted to do right after work. Okay? But before you do this, you think of doing that, mag-inventory ka muna. Ano ba yung aking strength? What are the things I am really good at? And what are the things that I am passionate about? Why? Bakit yan ang una kong tanong? Because if you are doing side hustle on things that you are not good at and you're not passionate about, grabe ang pagod mo. By the end of the day, you feel so exhausted kasi you have a very long day. Whereas if you are doing your parallel career and it's something that you're really passionate about, you will never be tired. A lot of people are asking me, how can you survive for the whole week because my schedule is I wake up at 6:30. I start my day job from 8:30 to 5:30. After that, after 5:30, I travel to my other office and I stay there between 6 to 10 p.m. Sometimes aabot pa ako ng 12 pag maraming meetings or meron kaming financial awareness seminar. And that's daily, okay? And then ang weekend ko, ang Friday ko, is I already have 10 o'clock, meron akong webinar, 1 o'clock, meron akong Facebook Live, and then side bit between 6 to 7:30, meron naman akong financial awareness seminar. And then Saturday is my only lazy day. So people ask, how do you cope up with all of that? And I said, I never get tired because those are things that I love doing. And those are things that are natural to me because they are my strength. So hindi ako masyadong pagod. Okay? So yun yung aking advice. The second advice is explore the gig economy. Now, if you're not familiar yet with the gig economy, ito yung mga sinasabi natin, mga available na mga side hustles online. So it's a very long procedure. PhilHR has actually run one session of that with our ex-president Christine Sumo, and even the ex-president Cheryl Bacay also have discussed about the gig economy. So we can have a different discussion about that. But what I'm trying to say is explore that. Google search mo yan, try to understand what is gig economy, and then look at what skills that you can use for freelance work. So there are people sa gig economy, they are doing admin jobs, they're doing designing, they're doing programming or coding. Maraming mga ganyan na pwede mong gawin na side hustles or parallel career. The third advice I'm going to give is build a routine or schedule. This is the reason kaya hindi ako napapagod kasi nga yung schedule ko is structured siya and it's regular. Okay? That will increase your productivity by managing your time effectively. Imagine mo lang kung meron kang 3 pang side hustles every day and you don't know how to manage all of those. Talagang you will become a vegetable afterwards. You will be very, very tired. And my fourth advice is keep on looking. Keep on looking. If you're not happy with where you are at the moment and then ang iyong parallel career is hindi pa nagmamaterialize, just keep on looking. You try to do a options, no? Like let's say pagkagabi, you spend probably 30 minutes of exploring kung ano yung mga available na career opportunities online or ano yung mga available na career opportunities na na-advertise sa LinkedIn. Now, just imagine, working 2 to 3 jobs a day is not sustainable because you're only human being. Talagang mapapagod at mapapagod ka. So, keep on looking for opportunity where you can really build a career na talagang kung saan ka passionate at saan ka masaya and where you can see you can grow. Okay? Now, when changing a career, you need to, ito naman aking is know your strengths, kaya sinabi ko kanina, ano ba yung iyong pinakamagaling ka, and then know the best culture that works for you. Kagaya sa akin, for example, I cannot work in a culture where hindi siya professional ang environment because mahihirapan ako because all of my working experience is really into professional services. Kung ilalagay mo ako, for example, sa isang site, sa construction, o ilalagay mo ako sa isang restaurant, as an HR person, I will not thrive kasi hindi yun yung aking natural environment. Hindi yun yung culture na pinakaswak sa akin. And then, what skills and knowledge that you need to gain? So kung gusto mo magkaroon ng side hustle, ano bang kailangan ko i-develop? So when I started doing side hustle, when I became a managing director of Vistaland, I don't know about real estate. Wala akong alam tungkol dyan and inaral ko siya. So after ng aking regular work, I spend my time with meeting my people. At the same time, pag uwi ko ng bahay, I do a lot of reading material. So you really be spending quite a lot of time and may mga sacrifices kanyan. Ano yung mga sacrifices minsan? Yung mga labas-labas with friends, hindi mo na magagawa, o yung panunood mo ng Netflix, hindi mo na magagawa, yung pag-bing watching mo, hindi mo na siya magagawa kasi you're already very busy kasi ang dami mo na kailangan pang i-cope up para dun sa iyong side hustle. Now, last one is increase your professional connections. If you wanted to have a parallel career, dapat din marami ka ring connections because it will help you. Okay? Move on tayo. Unfortunately, kasi papapalagay natin lahat ng sinabi ko kanina sa the last 2 slides, you've done it already. Tapos, 'di ba? Naano mo siya. After na nagawa mo siya, hindi ka pa rin masaya. And it's either you decided to leave, to resign, or unfortunately, like some of us, we get to experience job loss. Nawalan tayo ng work. So kailangan tayong mag-restart ng ating career, right? So whether you resign to work or you start a new job in a new company that didn't, kasi hindi nag-work out yung bago mong company na nilipatan, you have to take a career break for some reason. So yun yung mga rason kung bakit tayo magre-restart ng ating career, no? And then, let's just say, you wanted to take care of an ill parent. So nag-sabbatical leave ka muna or nag-resign ka kasi may sakit ang parents mo, kailangan mo umuwi para tulungan sila. And then, gumaling na, so kailangan mo nang bumalik sa work. So that's part of restarting your career. O di naman kaya, you're going through motherhood, ng anak, bagong panganak ka, you wanted to take care of your daughter or of your son, and then gusto mo in the next 2 years, magiging full mother ka na lang muna, and then after that, you're ready again to go back to work. That's part as well of restarting your career. So in this current situation, marami sa atin nawalan ng trabaho. So job loss, so you have to restart a career. Ang tanong ngayon, how would you start? Diba? Where will you start? So doon na lang tayo sa, of all of those circumstances na binigay natin, let's just say doon ka sa nawalan ka ng work o nag-resign ka, then hindi ka nakahanap ng work, saan ka ngayon mag-uumpisa? At paano? Now, first thing is to have the right mindset. You have to remove all the self-limiting beliefs that you may have. Kasi part of either losing your job, being made redundant, nag-resign, or kakabalik pa lang after a long break, ang iyong confidence, no? Yung self-confidence mo, talagang may impact yan. Medyo bababa ang self-confidence mo. So sometimes sabihin mo, ay, hindi ko kayang gawin yan. Ay, nakalimutan ko nang gawin to. May mag-hire pa kaya sa akin kasi may gap ako sa aking CV. So remove all the self-limiting beliefs, have the right mindset, and then go through the change curve and have the courage. Yun yung aking advice. Number 1, go through the emotions. So for example, nawalan ka ng work or you've been made redundant. Ako, I've experienced na 8 months akong walang work because I decided to resign. I couldn't find a job for 8 months. So I went through the curve of nai-enjoy ko muna yung bakasyon ko, tapos may time na hindi kailangan ko na maghanap ng work, tapos umabot na yung mga panahon na, ba't wala pa ang interview? Ay, bakit wala pang wala man lang ako sa mga interviews ko, wala man lang naging fruitful. So, may curve yan. Just go through it. If you want to feel sad, feel sad. If you want to feel worried, be worried. Kung nagagalit ka kasi hindi mo naintindihan kung bakit ikaw ang terminate sa lahat ng mga kasama mo sa trabaho, be angry, be anxious. Kung gusto mong umiyak, cry if you want. Recognize the emotions you are having at the moment. But don't stay there for a very long time. Kasi hindi siya healthy, hindi siya maganda. Pick yourself back up again and start planning. Yun. Okay? Number 2 yan, review expenses and seek for assistance. Yan ang una talaga namin ginawa. We look at our expenses, tinanggal namin ang hindi naman kailangang itanggal. Nag-downsize kami, we've changed our lifestyle. We actually became frugal. Naging matipid. So make inventory of your assets. Diba? See kung alin doon ang pwede mong ibenta, pwede mong i-give up, pwede mong bawasan. Kasi wala kang income. So, kailangan na i-review mo yung expenses. The next one is connect with your network. Don't be shy. Isa yan sa mga problema natin. Nahihiya tayo. We're always like feeling na indebted ka when you are connecting with people and if you ask for help. Diba? Don't be shy. When you don't ask, you don't get it. And that is my mindset. Kung hindi mo hingiin, hindi rin ibibigay sa'yo. So, go ahead. Ask for help. Say, I lost my job. I'm currently available in the market. I'm seeking for your help. The next one is evaluate your situation. Seek clarity. Ito yung tayo na magmumuni-muni ka. Diba? So, know what you want to do next. Right? Okay. Now that I have already wallowed, umiyak na ako, angry, naging anxious na ako, na-pick up ko na, na-review ko na aking finances, di ba? Nasaan na ba ako sa aking journey ng aking career, ng aking life? What do you want to do next ba? What role you will next search? Anong iyong hahanapin? Saan ka bang industry mag-hire? Now, the reason why I have asked this, because tendency ng mga job seekers is that they will just apply whatever job is available. And then, kasi nga desperate, they just wanted to have a job. At pag naibigay na ang job, after 1 year, after 6 months, balik ulit sa doon sa cycle kanina, yung sinasabi natin na you are demotivated, you felt that, hindi ito yung passion. Kasi nga, napilitan ka lang natanggapin ang trabaho because you needed to have a job. So, before ka mag-search, identify muna. Ano bang ang role na hanapin ko ngayon? What I'm capable of? At ano bang industry ang aking mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo what are the industries that are currently hiring. And then, ito pa, find the courage to restart, no? Review your CV. Kailangan yan. Kasi kung wala kang courage na mag-restart, hindi mo rin na-review yung CV mo dahil takot ka pa kasi sa feeling mo ang haba-haba ng gagawin mo. Okay? Now, pag nag-job search ka na, so I got 5 tips for you if you are ready now to do the job search. Okay? Create a goal. Make new connections. As sabi ko kanina, without vision, people perish. And I always believe in setting up goals. High performers have this type of habit. Actually, I have discussed that in one of my videos sa aking YouTube channel, yung mga habits of high performers. It is now than ever that you have to widen your connections. So, wag pong mahiya. Connect to more people online. Kailangan mo ng connections na yan. As for referrals, kausapin yung mga friends mo, baka meron ka naman diyang mai-refer. Let people know that you are seeking for opportunity. Okay? Pinaka-importante po yan. Yung ating pangalawa is, kagaya sa step 1 na, review your CV. One of our common mistakes, no, tayong mga who are currently nasa career, secure ang job, is that we don't update our CV. I've seen a lot of updated CVs and it looks horrific. As an HR professional, alam ko talaga na a lot of us don't normally regularly update our CVs. So you should be constantly updating your profile on LinkedIn. Kailangan active ang LinkedIn mo. You always have connections. Mag-comment ka doon, mag-post ka ng bago. Even if you're not seeking for a job, make it a habit to be active on social media. Update your CV with your projects. For example, may natapos kang bagay projects ngayon kasi makakalimutan mo yan. Paano pag after 10 years ka lang pala naghanap ulit ng work? So, ibig sabihin, for those 10 years of your career that you have done great things for your company, hindi mo na siya ma-update kasi nakalimutan mo na. So, every time that you are finding or completing a new projects and you are part of great initiatives, update mo kaagad yan kung ano man yung mga achievements. Update your CV all the time. Okay? It doesn't mean na nag-update ka ng CV, naghahanap ka ng work. No. It's just there already just in case may maghahanap ng profile para sa'yo. Opportunities are always there. You just have to be ready. Now, the third one is make several versions of CVs. Now, please guys, make several versions po ha na suitable doon sa mga role na ina-applyan ninyo. Bakit? Never send a generic CV. I have seen that. Sometimes I'm looking for a very specific na sales na role. Ang sinend sa akin, very generic na sales na role. And then hindi man lang siya aligned doon sa specific requirements na hinahanap ko. So, hindi siya shortlist, di ba? So, I will be giving some tips on how to make an impactful CV that recruiters would stop and read. Kasi po, as an HR professional like me, we normally just spend about seconds lang, siguro 10 to 15 seconds of scanning through your CV. So, ang CV mo ay hindi maganda, hindi clear, it won't be shortlisted. So, I'm going to have a video of that. I will be uploading that on my YouTube channel. So, if you wanted to be notified, ipa-plug ko na. Please visit and subscribe there para at least makita mo how to do that. And that will improve your CV as well. Then, the fourth one is start the job search kaagad. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin nun? Very layman terms. Research, job search. So, magre-research ka po, okay? Use Uncle Google. Visit career pages of companies that you are aspiring to be part of. Tapos, puntahan mo yung mga recruitment agencies, yung mga maliliit and the big ones. Go and upload your CV, create your profile there. Scroll through LinkedIn. Sa LinkedIn, there's a lot of job postings. On my FB page, actually, I post vacancies there from my HR network. Halos every other day, kahit nga gabi, I post vacancies because I know a lot of people are looking for jobs. So you may want to visit that page as well. And then, job search sites like Indeed, for example. Create a profile there. Create a profile on Glassdoor. Career Builder, you can also create a profile there. DICE, so DICE, LinkedUp. And of course, si Google. Search mo lang si Google, ang daming lalabas dyan ng mga vacancies that could be potentially right fit for you. And lastly, review your tracker weekly. What you don't monitor, you can't measure. So, idea yan sa metrics. So, as an individual, we don't tend to monitor our personal activities. Now, if you are actively seeking for a job, mag-create ka ng tracker mo. And that's what I have been doing since, 2003. Every time I move to different jobs, I write down all of the companies that I have applied at ano yung mga roles na ina-applyan ko para hindi ako paulit-ulit doon. Okay, so have a tracker of all the applications that you have submitted your CVs. People that you have contacted, di ba sabi ko na-expand your professional network, isulat mo lahat ng yan. And then see, right, nag-respond na ba siya? Kailan ko siya ipa-follow up? Yung mga ganyan. Para ka nga may business talaga, no? May tracker ka, tinitingnan mo yung metrics mo, how did you perform, ilang interviews ang inattend mo, alin sa mga interviews mo lang ang bumalik sa'yo, saan ka naging successful doon. And if there is a need to send a follow-up email, please do so, no? Wag lang masyadong marami. Don't do it everyday kasi masyadong spammy naman ang dating. Baka i-block ka na ng recruiter. So, I'll give you an example. I have an employee at the moment who's a star performer, okay? He applied to 5 or 4 different jobs that I have posted sa aming website. And every time nakikita ko yung pangalan niya, I always reject it kasi the CV that he's got is not suitable for the position that I was looking for. Then one day, he messaged me on LinkedIn saying, "Hi Jessie, it's me so-and-so. I have sent, just connecting with me." And then I got curious. I said, let me just give him a chance. And I'm going to interview him and see what he's got. Kasi he's very persistent. So I was very impressed dun sa kanyang consistency ng pagpa-follow up. Ano yung persistence niya? Never give up talaga. Sabi ko, I like that type of attitude. So kinausap ko siya. And it turned out, he was a very good employee. I hired him. He didn't have experience. But when we've trained him, he is one of the best employee that I've got. Diba? So malay mo, you will be lucky. Now, yung sinabi ko kanina, previously, I've said make self-assessment, conduct yung inventory of your skills. When you are seeking for jobs, make sure that you look at the job descriptions of the role that you are aspiring to. Now, basahin mo, read the requirements like, what is the requirement in terms of knowledge? Ano ba ang skills that they require for that particular position? The abilities that I need to showcase. Qualifications, what is required? Technical requirements, di ba? So you'll know that you don't have, then you will know what you don't have, and then you can then start filling the gap. So let's just say you are aspiring, okay, I am not currently an admin. I wanted to move into a, let's just say, compliance, or mag-move ako sa marketing, or mag-move ako sa HR. Now, currently, admin ako, general office. So what are the skills gap ba na meron ako? To become a good HR professional, ano bang mga skills na meron dyan na kailangan ko ngayon na I need to start building while seeking for job para at least may possibility na pwede ko siyang makuha. Okay, so look for KSA, knowledge, skills, and abilities. Also, while you are seeking for a job, find online courses available for you. Marami pong mga courses na free. Okay, so take online courses. There are a lot. Like Show Academy is, meron silang mga free courses. We have Allison. May mga open online courses din tayo sa mga unis, yung mga universities. Meron tayo sa Coursera. And then there's also sa iTunes University. Try to look for those type of available na mga online courses, and then spend time on upskilling yourself. Okay? Then, learn from LinkedIn. Si LinkedIn Learning also have free courses available. And once you finish, you can actually update your profile. So, makikita din kasi ng recruiter yan na, okay, may mga binabasa din siya. And then, what you can do is, for example, you have completed a particular course, that you still didn't have the skills, and then you're aspiring for the position, what you can do is, yung course na yon, you can actually update your CV. And you can say, right, completed a course of this, and that. So, even if you don't have the experience, because you have gone through the online courses, it could be a potential as well. Recruiters will say, right, okay, meron siyang skills na pwede niyang i-exhibit, or meron siyang knowledge na pwede niyang i-exhibit. And last is update your CV again with the completed courses yung sinabi ko kanina. And leverage the network, the social network that we have on LinkedIn. Moving on, ano naman yung mga industries that are actively hiring at the moment? So, syempre, yun yung maging tanong mo, no? Ready na ako, Jessie, on all of the things that you've mentioned. Now, I'm ready to, I'm geared, I'm fired up now to send through my CVs. So, ang mga industries na active at the moment will be the shipping lines, yung ating mga cargo. Meron tayo, like for example, si Amazon. He has been recruiting kasi nag-increase yung ating mga online orders. So, naghahanapin sila ng mga sorters, in stock, no? Yung mga ganon. Courier, delivery companies, they're also recruiting at the moment. And then, we have mga online learning companies. Kasi yung mga online learning companies kasi natin, they're looking for content creators, teachers, someone who can deliver training online. Meron din tayo dyan. Big grocery stores, kagaya ng, for example, like Carrefour, no? Yung mga supermarkets natin, they are recruiting because they want people who are merchandisers or in-stockers or delivery drivers. Yan. Then we also have IT, of course, obviously, because of the situation now. Yung ating mga finance technology, technical support, yung mga cloud services, ano ba yung mga yon? Let's just say, for example, si Zoom. Si Zoom at the moment is talagang booming ang kanyang business. So, they are recruiting Slack, yung Microsoft, yung software engineers, for example, they're looking for that. Mga cybersecurities, mga programmers, developers, those type of roles dyan sa industry na yan. Then we also have sanitation and health and safety, of course. No, hindi mo makakalimutan yan, syempre. You wanted to make sure, lalo na sa amin, we never even thought of having a regular deep cleaning sanitation. But it's because of what's going on with COVID, not post-COVID, we have to ensure the health and safety of our employees. So we have regular na sanitation and deep cleaning. So we have to commission third party to do that for us because they're the expert kasi may mga chemicals kasama yan. Then we also have F&Bs, yung ating mga delivery services sa F&Bs are still recruiting. Then call center and mga virtual support assistant. Yan. Meron din mga nag-hire dyan. Lalo na, I think, sa Philippines, it's also really booming now dahil nga nagbumalik na naman yung mga call center or online support. Now, ano naman yung mga jobs, online job sites for freelancing? So, di ba kanina we talk about if you are restarting your career or you wanted a parallel career that you try to do the gig economy. So these are just few of the examples ng pwede mong puntahan for online freelancing jobs. You have there flexjobs.com, Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer, marami dyan. We have Indeed, of course, Guru, Marketplace.ae, yung ating Expertine, JobScan, Nabesh, yung people per hour, can next door. Now, I just wanted to put a caveat with this type of online or freelancing jobs, you need to have a proper online presence as well. So make sure na yung CV is maganda, and then ang iyong profile, when you create an account, kailangan mo talagang lagyan ng a lot of information in there kasi magbibid ka niyan. Kung sino ang magustuhan ka ng client, for example, din kukunin ka for freelance jobs. So yan yun, explore those jobs as well if you want. Now, sabi ko kanina, gig economy. Bakit may racket sa gig economy? Kasi nga, ito na ngayon ang in. So, ano ang mga roles na meron dyan normally? Data entries. Maraming pwede ka dyan per hour ang bayad dyan. Call center, di ba? Web, mga virtual assistant, pwede rin dyan. They also have like per job ang bayad or per hour or per content. So mga content writer, for example, kasi with the rise of social media, in demand po ang ating mga content writers dyan. Video editing to na mga experts. We have social media managers. A lot of people are actually looking for people that can actually help their business. Mga sales consultants. So for example, sa amin sa Vistaland, we're encouraging people to have side hustles and become a sales property consultant. We can train you. Kahit wala kang background sa real estate, you don't know how to do sales, we can train you for that. And then, pwede ka rin mag-apply ng admin assistant dun sa mga gig economy. Transcriptionist, yung mga tagagawa ng mga subtitles sa mga videos. So, those are other things na pwede mong applyan. Ayan. So, marami na ako na ibigay dyan na tips, ha? So, balikan nyo itong video recording na to and then you can actually explore that and see what is the best sa'yo, best role or the most suitable industry for you. So that draws us towards the end of our presentation. But before I'm going to accept mga questions, before we answer that, let's connect everyone. Please, I encourage you to be part of my community. Available or nasa presence po ako ng YouTube. So it's Mad with Samira. Ayan po yung aking YouTube channel. And of course, yung aking Facebook naman is Mad with Samira din po. I normally post there mga job vacancies. Yung sa aking YouTube naman is all about self-help. So, how to create a good CV, how to get out of debts, paano ba maging high performer. So, if you want to be part of the family, part of the community, please like and subscribe my YouTube channel and my Facebook account. Okay, so that then goes now to our Q&A section. Jonathan, I'm going to hand over to you now.
Okay, Madam. Okay, so I'm back. So thank you so much. Usually, actually, what I noticed, with your presentation, it's really encouraging. It's very light. I know many attendees and those watching in PAM Academy page. Some of them, they lose their jobs, but the way you delivered the presentation, I think you really delivered it well in a way they are not going to feel heavy na there is a hardship to apply for a job. You give them so many options, and you even show websites of where to study, where to study online, and where to apply. I really like what you said, it's really true na you need to track kung ano yung na-applyan mo na. Kasi ako personally, I flashback yung time na I lost as well, nawalan ako ng trabaho, I was terminated, and then they hired me the next day. Okay, and then nag-apply ulit ako. Talagang ako tinatrack ko siya, So I'm really thankful kasi I'm receiving messages, in my phone during your session saying you are so very helpful and very light. Okay?
Thank you.
And those that are watching, you can check her YouTube channel, and the page Mad with Samira. Okay, she is not always mad, but she is experience. Okay, baka hindi nila alam na it's making a with Samira. And
thank you.
now I will go through lang, kasi I know we need to prepare pa. Meron mga for the last session. Okay. Okay, meron pang nagsabi how to be you kasi you're so cool.
Thank you naman.
Now, quick question lang, okay ba daw yung kasi nauuso yung software like CV warehouse that they will arrange your CV, you just give it to them. So what do you think? Is it advisable or not?
Well, it really depends, Jonathan, on the personality of the person. For me, I wouldn't encourage it. I'm sorry, CV Warehouse, if I'm getting you out of business, but I don't encourage other people to write my CV. Why? Because if you are being interviewed and you are not the one who write your CV, mahirapan ka pong i-justify yung mga informations doon. And what's the reason why I want you to write your CV? Because while you are writing it, you are structuring your thoughts. So pagdating sa interview, walang ka-effort. Parang hindi ka nagugulat kasi you are speaking from experience. So walang mga something na nakakagulat dyan na, ay Diyos ko, ano yung word na yun? Parang ngayon ko lang yun nabasa, di ba? But if you have to, let's just say talagang, you have no talent or wala kang skills to write your own CV, and you have to employ other people or third party to do that for you, it's fine. But make sure that you run it through with them and ask them to explain to you yung line by line, what does it mean? And is that something by you can justify? Is that something by you are really doing? Please do not write things na you couldn't justify kasi malalaman ng recruiter yan kung you're just lying. It will impact negatively on the interview. Nice
answer. Okay, really, I like the answer. Actually, there are so many Filipinos, yeah, that they are saying, okay, this is my last month. I need to change my CV before I go back home, or this is my only ticket. Okay, my CV. But in reality, you are really right. You really need to write it by yourself, because the problem probably is with the interview. Okay, Ma'am Samira, you did not mention anything with job interview. So just a quick tips for those that are, let's say, you are already selected. Okay, and now you are going for interview. So quick tips for them.
Exactly. Kasi the reason why I did not, it's because an interviewing skills is like a whole hour session. But quick tips lang for interviewing, when you are interviewing, for example, is turn up on time. If possible, at least 15 minutes. Huwag naman masyadong early. Like you coming in there like 1 hour before the interview, kasi you are stressing the recruiter. 15 minutes before the interview time, it's really a good time for you to be there and notify the receptionist. Be very kind to the people that you meet. Kahit sa elevator, because you'll never know that person will be the one interviewing you. Or the receptionist, what I tend to do after the interview, I ask the receptionist, how was he with you? Was he polite? Because I really hire for behavior, not just for skills. So if the receptionist will say, he's rude, then it will impact as well on my assessment. So be kind to people na makasalamuha mo. Turn up on time. And then of course, dress to impress. Okay? Make sure you come in with professional clothes. And if possible po, don't bring your entire backpack. Or if you want, leave your backpack downstairs. Diba? Yun yung isa sa tip ko. If you are, for example, taking the metro, syempre hulas-hulas ka ngayon because of summer. So come in like maybe 30 minutes before the interview, go to the toilet, 15 minutes, freshen up, and then pabango ka ng konti, and then you go up and be ready there. Tapos pag nasa interview ka na, ang isa sa pinaka-hanahanap is authenticity. If you don't know anything, accept it, tell them right away. Kasi mahirap mag-lie sa interview. Kasi pagdating mo sa trabaho, naka-probationary ka pa, baka chinugi bells ka na kasi you've lied on the CV. It's not good. So yun, marami akong tips, pero yun lang yung pinaka main points ko. We can have another session, or maybe I can create a blog for that, for people who wanted to know.
Yes, that's true. Okay, there are a few questions pa coming in, but okay, personal question lang on my side. Kasi I noticed, you are also on YouTube, right? High performer. You are sharing about how to become a high performer. Okay, so let's say, okay, this is coming from me now. Okay, let's wait for other questions pa. Okay, so usually kasi you are a rocker. What I can say, like you start early in the morning and you finish at 10. And really, that's really hard, especially you are an example of women empowerment in this period of the pandemic. Okay, so if you are going to give one high performer habits na pwedeng i-develop ng isang a woman like you, I think there are so many women watching this. I'm not in a position to ask actually this, but I know many are asking this usually. So what is that one habit for them to be like you, a woman empowered?
Ang sa akin talaga, Jonathan, is really about having the vision. It's because I am very futuristic. My vision is my lighthouse. It's my guiding principle. Siya yung nagbibigay sa akin ng motivation, encouragement on a daily basis. Kasi we're just human. Sometimes you feel demotivated, you will feel hurt, you will feel discouraged, especially if people are saying negative things about you. But it's because you have the vision. You know what you want to achieve in the future. So with that vision, create a SMART goal. Dapat yung SMART, diba? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant ba siya, and it's time-bound. And make sure that you put limit. I always have what we call a vision board. So yung vision board ko, kinikreate namin niya mag-asawa. We have short term, so we have 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years of vision board. Kagabi nga, when I was reviewing the presentation, Jonathan, I was looking at my old notes. And I've written something pala in 2013 about 14 goals. And out of that 14 goals in 2013, dalawa lang ang hindi ko na-achieve. One is to Disneyland and trip to Europe. Pero yung sinabi kong magkaroon kami ng pension fund, magkaroon ako ng educational fund, babayaran ko lahat ng utang, magkaroon kami ng investments, magkaroon kami ng real estate, lahat ng mga yun na-achieve ko. Why? It was written there and I always look at it. So I was very surprised. So guys, if you want to be high performers, have a goal, have a vision, and then review that regularly. And make sure na lahat ng ginagawa mo every day is contributing to that goal. Always ask yourself, let's just say for example, may in-spend kang time. Does it contribute to my goal? If not, why would I spend time on it? So yun po yun. Yung isa sa mga advice ko. Marami yun. I think 5 or 6 tips yun. Savers is my tips.
I know your savers talaga yung favorite mo, Hal Elrod. Okay? Miracle.
Exactly. Hal Elrod.
Okay. So, another question, no? Kasi nga, we know there are OFWs. Now, how can you maximize your experience here in the UAE if you are going back to the Philippines? Okay, and you are already at 40 years old, how you gonna do it in the Philippines? Kasi nga, so, kung ikaw, madam, let's say, no, you are not in your position right now, kasi ito yung mga messages, how to be you daw, okay? So, let's say, okay, you are not in your position right now. You are just terminated with your job and you are going to be repatriated next week. Okay? And you are not, you don't have, let's say you don't have an entrepreneurial spirit. So, you are really going for a job search. What is the first step that you're gonna do as a returning OFW in the Philippines?
So let's just say, unfortunately, hindi ka nakahanap ng work dito and then you have to go home, no? I've actually done a little bit of talk about that with Jason before sa Kalayaan. I talk about what you will do. Kasi the tendency with us, lalo na yung mga Filipinos, when we lost for job, anong next mong ginagawa? Pag umuwi ka na ng Pilipinas, ang sasabihin mo, uuwi na ako, magnenegosyo na lang ako. My question is, paano ka magnenegosyo? All your life, you have been an employee. So how can you entrepreneur? Entrepreneurship is not just like, a fallback. It's a lifestyle. It's something that you do every day. So hindi yan ang magiging option sa'yo. You go back home and then una is assess mo muna. Ano ba yung mga skills na meron ako? Ano ba ang need? Doon sa community ko, ano ba ang need na pwede kong maibigay? What problems in my community I can solve that I am good at? So yun yung gawin mo, yun ang hanapin mo. So let's say for example, sa akin, pagpalagay lang natin, God forbid, we have to go home. I'm not scared kasi I have developed a lot of skills here that I can leverage, I can use. So I can do consultancy, for example. So kung magaling ba ako sa pagpo-programming, and then I can do programming jobs at home. Magaling ba akong gumawa ng mga strategies, then I can create, business strategies for companies back home. Assess, ano ang iyong skill set, what are your strengths, what you are good at. Oras na ma-identify mo yan, malaman mo yan, alam mo kaagad kung ano ang gagawin mo pagdating mo sa Pilipinas. So, medyo malaki kasi ang journey ng finding your strengths kasi you have to go and analyze self-assessment. So, medyo malayo-layo yan.
Right. Okay, there is a comment here. She said, well delivered, very informative and inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
you. I mean, you rocked the presentation and you answered well the Q&A. I'm really encouraged for today and yesterday, and it's really, I don't know what to say.
You're inspired with people that have shared their knowledge. And I think that's the reason, Jonathan, why I didn't say no to you. When you sent me the message, I said, of course, I will support because I know the very reason, I know what you want to achieve. And you really wanted to help yung ating mga kababayan and even the other people who are watching sa online ngayon.
Right. So thank you so much, Mang Samira. I will, because I need to prepare for the final speaker, for the upcoming next speaker. So you will come back for 8 o'clock. Okay, so we can have your closing or parting message. But before I let you go, Okay, before we end, maybe you want to say something, no? Invite, or really, what is your parting message on your session, and later we'll do your closing message as well.
Okay. Sa akin, I just wanted to thank everyone who are tuning in. I know that you're investing so much on your career and development this afternoon. Sana po yung presentation na binigay ko ay nakatulong naman. And if you think that other people could benefit from this too, di ba? So, feel free to share. Kasi sharing is caring, di ba? Sabi ko nga, if you wanted to know and learn more, in my journey when I've created my YouTube and my Facebook account, it's not para sumikat, it's not para magmukhang magaling. It's for me to really share the experiences I have, the things that inspired me. Kasi gusto ko ring ma-inspire and ma-motivate yung ibang tao so they too can achieve the dream that they wanted for themselves. So, sabi ko nga MAD is making a difference. So together, let's make a difference. Be part of my community.